Bonjour from Paris. Welcome to another everyday mobility session. Today we're going to go through a daily cars routine. So we're going to start from the top down, starting with our neck, and then we'll move down from there. So starting with a neck car, we're going to go bring our chin to our chest to start, lock our core in. We're going to scrape the collarbone going to one side, bringing our chin to our shoulder, and we're going to bring that chin up as high as in the air as we can. Then we're going to make a big circle, reaching over the other side. Once we get to neutral, we're going to rotate our head to that other shoulder, drop the chin down, and scrape the collarbone back to neutral. Reverse the rep, scrape the collarbone to the side, bringing the chin up, drawing a big circle, not letting anything else move, bringing that chin all the way over to the other shoulder, dropping it down, scraping the collarbone. One more time each side. Scrape and rotate, chin up, over to the side, rotate as far as you can, chin to the shoulder, and scrape the collarbone down. Last half rep, rotate, bring it up, and over, nice big circle, chin to the shoulder, and scrape the collarbone going down. All right, so that was our neck car. Next up, we're going to work the scapulas or shoulder blade. So for today, we're going to go arms out straight, making fists. We're going to pinch our shoulder blades down and back. From here, we're going to elevate, raising our shoulders, doing a shrug up. Punch the hands forward, protracting the shoulder blades forward, and then depress, sinking them down and forward. Pinch back and down. Keep them pinched back. Elevate them up. Punch forward, and depress down. One more time, pinch back, elevate, protract, depress, and retract. Now from here, we're going to go the opposite, and I'm going to go sideways, so we're down and back. Now we're going to protract, reaching forward, elevate from the forward position, pinch up and back, and then down and back. Forward, elevate, retract, and down and back to press. One more. Punch forward, shrug up, pinch back, and pinch down. Awesome. Now, we're going to go into our shoulder cars. Today, we're going to do a double shoulder car, meaning we're going to do both at the same time. So a quick rep before you see it, or before we do it. Palms are going to be up. By the ear, rotate back just like as if we did a regular shoulder car, but we go both at the same time. So this is going to help us avoid us from twisting from one side, because we're not going to be able to twist to one side. We're going to get pulled from both directions. Big thing here is lock the core in. Don't let the ribs come up. So squeezing the butt under me, core tight. We're going to go ahead, biceps to the ear. And then we're going to start rotating those shoulders, reaching back, keeping those ribs down, reaching back, slowly rotating our shoulders so we finish with the back of the hand at the pocket. Now, reversing the rep, going back, extending back as far as we can, hit that roadblock, rotate the shoulders, reach up higher and higher, getting that bicep to the ear, and then bringing it down. Awesome. Going to the next rep. Nice and tight, intense throughout the body. Moving through concrete, bicep to the ear. Rotate the shoulders, rotate the hands, and keep reaching back, making that big circle with the shoulders. Back of the hand to the pocket. Extend back. Rotate. Once we hit that roadblock, keep pushing up, grinding through here. Bicep to the ears. And then down. Breathe. We got one more rep here. A little more tense than the first two. Building up. Nice and tight. Biceps to the ear. Reaching up, trying to make as big of a circle as we can, but not letting those ribs get pulled up. Rotating back, back of the hand to the pocket. Reach as far back as you can first, and let those hands go down. extend back as far as you can, hit the roadblock, rotate, bicep to the ear, nice and tall, and then down. Awesome. So from this position here, I'm going to widen my stance a little more. Nice wide stance, and we're going to get a spine car. So I'm going to tuck my butt under me, pack my ribs down real quick, ribs down, rotate, drop the shoulder, extend back, rotate the other side, drop the shoulder, ribs down, coming around here. Look something like that. All right, guys, lock the core in. Let's bring those ribs down. I like to hug myself when I do it. Rotate as far as you can to one side. Drop that shoulder kind of on that 45-degree angle. Keep that chest twisted to that side. Extend through the back. Get into neutral. Once you get to neutral here, rotate as far as you can to the other side. Try to limit the movement in the hips. Drop that shoulder on that 45-degree angle. Bring the ribs down and around. Going the opposite way. Ribs down. Rotate. Drop the shoulder. Start to extend back. Get to neutral. Rotate as far as you can the other way. Dropping the shoulder. Ribs down and around. All right, we got one more each side. Ribs down. Rotate. Keep the chest facing that way. Drop the shoulder. Extend back. Neutral. Rotate the other way. Dropping the shoulder. Keeping the chest facing that way. And then ribs down to the front. Rotate back. Drop the shoulder. Extending back. Neutral. Rotate. Dropping the shoulder. Bring the ribs down and around front. Awesome. Next up for today, we're going to go a hip car. From the hip cars, we're going to go from a side lying position. So we're going to lay down on the ground on our side. A little wet here, but that's all right. The water never killed anyone. So, side lying position here. We're going to have a straight line from that bottom leg to our shoulder. And I'm just going to hold myself up here. Then we're going to work this top leg. We're going to scrape the ground, bring the knee up, rotate, and bring it back. Then we're going to kick back, knee up, rotate the foot in front, trying to drop it down by the hip. So while we do this, we got to keep the core tight and lock this bottom leg out. So let's get it started. Scrape the gum off the shoe, bringing the foot as high up towards the chest as we can. Lock it in place, don't let it drop. Now I'm going to bring my knee straight up into the air. And then I'm going to rotate this foot back, nice and slowly. And then I'm going to bring that knee back and then let it drop down with that other knee. Boom. From here, I like to start with the kick back a little bit to squeeze the glute. Bring the knee as high as I can. And then slowly rotate the foot forward, trying to drop it right in front of my hip on this grass. And let that foot slide down. One rep. We got 3 here. Scrape the gum off the shoe. Bring the knee as high as you can. Rotate through the knee. Kicking that heel back. And dropping that knee down. Next half rep. Kick back. Knee up. Rotate the foot in front of you. Hit the ground. And slide down. One more rep. Lock in. Gum off the shoe, sliding up, knee up, rotate through the hip, knee back, and down. Kick back, get as high as you can, rotate nice and slow, and drop that foot down. All right, we'll switch sides. So laying on our other side now. Here we go, locked in here. So, scraping the gum off the shoe. Bring the knee up. Rotate through the knee. Bring the knee back. And just slowly drop it down to that other knee. From here, kick the heel back. Bring the knee up as high as you can. Rotating that foot in front nice and slow. And then drop that foot nice and high by our hip. And slide down. 1 rep down. Each rep should get a little better and better. Sliding up, knee up, rotate, kick that heel back just a bit, and then drop that knee down. Heel back, knee up, rotate, drop that foot down, and slide down. 1 more rep, sliding up. Try to pull that foot up a little bit higher. Bring the knee up as high as you can. Rotate, rotate, and bring that knee down. Heel back, knee out, rotate, bring it back in front. Awesome. Boom. 3 reps there, done. Hips should be feeling nice and buttery. All right. So next up, we're going to work on some knee cars. So taking a seat here on our butt. I'm going to go with my right leg first. So I'm going to find those notches in my knee on the in and out. We're going to focus on the rotation at first, so axial rotation of the knee. So I'm going to dig my heel into the ground, pull my toes to the shin, fingers on those notches. Then we're going to rotate the shin outwards. We should, if we had a good squeeze here, feel a burn on that outside of the shin. Hold for a second there. And then we're going to rotate in. Remember, it's not just my foot rotating. It's the whole shin rotating. Find that burn on the inside of the shin now. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Let's get 3 reps here. Rotate back out. 3, 2, 1. We're using those notches as landmarks to make sure we feel those move when we try to rotate. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. Switching it up to the other side. Dig that heel in the ground. Find the landmarks of the knee. Pull the toes up. Let's rotate out. 3, 2, 1. Remember, try to find those burns on the edges of the shin bone. Rotating in. 3, 2, 1. Back out. We'll always get a little more on the way out. On the way in. 2, 1. Back in. 3, 2, 1. Back out. 3, 2, 1. And then back in. 3, 2, 1. All right. And then we're going to finish up with an ankle car. So I got my left leg here. So I'm going to start with that. So I'm going to go my left arm under that left knee. My right hand's going to grab that shin. I'm going to pinch my arm there. Pull the toes all the way up. Then we're going to make nice, slow ankle circles. Let's go 3 in each direction. Remember, there's going to be some spots where it feels like it's glitching a little bit. That's all right. What we want to do is do a little slower in that glitchy spot and a little more tense to help us be a little bit stronger there and create that connection. Just got 3 reps. Now we're going to make a circle in the other way. Boom. Nice and big. Make sure we're pulling the toes all the way up. We're going sideways as far as we can. Then pressing those toes all the way down into plantar flexion. 2. I got 1 more rep here. Nice and slow. Boom. Switching it over. So, I got my right leg now. Right hand's under. Left is going to grab the shin. And my right hand grabs the left. Pinch the forearm under you. Pull the toes up. And let's get our 3 slow circles. 1. Nice and slow, working through those spots. Getting a little more tense with each rep, so we get a little more out of it each time. Good, now we'll go in the opposite way. Nice and slow, make sure we're pressing the toes all the way down and pulling them all the way up on each rep. 2. And 3 coming up. Awesome. So for our last one, we're going to get some elbow cars. So when you go back to the standing position, you can do it kneeling if you'd like, however you want. So we're going to have our arms straight down to our side. It's going to be kind of like a Zodovan curl if you've ever done one of these for your biceps. So, I'm going to make a nice fist. I'm going to rotate my thumbs out, supinating my forearms. I'm going to flex my biceps, bring my fist to my shoulders. And then we're going to pronate, turning our palms down, extending our elbows, almost to the point of lockout, stopping right before that. Rotate the palms up, supinating. Turn those thumbs out as far as you can. Flexing up. Pronating, rotating down. And then extend. Now we're going to stay in pronation here. And we're going to reverse it. So we're going to flex up in pronation. And from here, we're going to rotate those palms up, supinating them. Getting those thumbs out as far as we can. Then extend the elbows. Got one more rep here. So now we're going to pronate at the bottom. Flex. Supinate. And extend. And let's just finish with this last pronation, rotating. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me from Paris. Signing off here. Hope you enjoyed the everydays.